live. And looks like we are up on Twitch. And we are up on YouTube. And the real question of the hour is, are we up on my personal Facebook page? Because, that's been a saga.
Technology never lets it be boring, does it?
Yep, but we are live on my personal Facebook page. How great
Excellent.
is that? And lastly, one more, I was able to successfully add the Engaged Family Gaming page. So we'll make sure we're live there. Because why not? And we are live there also. Look at that. It happened. So, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Engaged Family Gaming Podcast. My name is Steven Dudsman. I am your host as always. And this week I'm joined by a very full house of some of my very best friends in the whole wide world. Let's just go around the world right now. To my left or right. Actually, wait. It's on the actual streams, it's all thrown off. It's got me like as the center square in this weird thing. So we'll go with it.
You're the Whoopi Goldberg.
I am. You know what? I'll never be.
That was the Hollywood Squares.
I will
That was
never
a good
be.
Hollywood Squares.
That was a good reference. I don't think I'll ever be Whoopi Goldberg. You know what? I'm gonna make a Voltron reference. I am the Black Lion. So
Nice.
so I am the head and torso, and my right arm is Jeff Walker of the Frozen North. Sir, how are you?
I am doing great.
Good to hear it. My two legs, my feet and legs, as it were. First is Linda Roble, the Mistress of Magnificence, otherwise known as Mom. Welcome back.
Thank you. I missed being on the podcast.
Well, we are
We missed
glad to
you.
have you back. And
It's been a while since we've had a full team.
I know, it's a
Sure.
while since we've had the full team. I'm very excited about this. And my other foot is the man behind the curtain, John Tomlinson. Sir, how are you?
I'm good. I went on an adventure 2 weeks ago and totally forgot that we were going to record that night. So.
That's all right, man. Listen,
It's
you were on an
like
adventure. You
We
were on an
skipped
adventure
like
with your
3
wife.
weeks, and I was just like, it's not going to happen. And then it happened.
It's okay, man. You were on an adventure with your wife. By the way, I like the fresh the fresh cut up top, nice and shiny. And on my left is my very best friend in the whole wide world, the Princess of Power, Amanda Farrow. How are you?
Glad to be back for podcast night.
It is, in fact,
I saw you in a movie last month. Did you see Masters of the Universe?
no.
Oh, nah. I
Spoilers.
did actually see that. I saw that on the
So
weekend.
good. So
It was
good.
really good.
Go see
I'm-
it was excellent.
I'm so mad that I just didn't get it. Just did not work out. We were gonna try and go see it with my mom and my sister and all that, and it just didn't work out. And it'll be on streaming soon enough.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm sure it was great. My expectations were dudes punching stuff,
not,
and
though.
so there was no punching stuff.
There
There's
was
punching stuff.
punching.
So I feel like what they did here was positive masculinity.
It was lovely.
I said my this is like when I have heard many good things, and I'm sure it was great, and I have no doubts. But I set my expectations at dudes punching stuff, and if I get anything better than dudes punching stuff, which it sounds like
Yeah,
I would,
it's
I'm in
gravy.
great shape.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So anyway, I forgive you for going on an adventure. It is okay. So, speaking of adventures, we're going to talk about all things family, video games, and board games this week. And our specific topic today is we're going to talk about what we are going to do instead of playing Grand Theft Auto 6. Now that Amanda and I are pretty convinced that November 19th is the true day and it's not going to get delayed any more than it already has. So what that means for parents is this cultural video game juggernaut is coming. There is no way to stop it. We'll be here to talk about what's in it because Lord knows there's going to be a lot. But we're also going to talk about what you can play instead. Because one thing that we have learned is, man, there's a lot of video games coming out, and there's also a lot of board games that are either already out or will be out by then. So that sounds fun. What do you think, guys?
I think that's
do
a
it.
great idea.
Sounds good.
Fair enough. With that said, we do have a couple more announcements that trickled out after the Summer Game Fest kind of deluge. The first of which is that Valve, they're the people that make Steam and also Steam Decks, has revealed the price point for their Steam machine, which is, for all intents and purposes, a PC that you can hook up to your television and is kind of designed to do that. It is small, and it is it's small, compact, and convenient to put on an entertainment center. And is, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not the PC spec guy, so John and Amanda, you guys know, this thing is not super powerful, but this is about as powerful as like a starter gamer PC. Am I crazy in understanding that?
No.
An Xbox Series S, basically.
Okay. And they did give us our prices, which are very expensive. And so the reason I am mentioning this is because it is going to find its way onto the article on EngageFamilyGaming.com, where we list off the different video game consoles, and we do list a bunch of the different handhelds. This will find its way on there, if for nothing else, because it exists. But I think all of us are in agreement, based on these prices, which I'll read off in a moment, that this is not really going to be for most of our audience. So for the there are two SKUs, and there's two models that they're selling, and you can buy them either with or without a controller. The 512 gigabyte model, meaning that's the size of the hard drive, is $1,049, and the 2 terabyte model is going to be $1,428. So those are expensive.
Yes.
What do we think, guys? I can't imagine any of us are getting these.
No.
No.
I
No.
will be. I'm getting it
Oh.
for my streaming room because it's cheaper than buying a gaming PC.
Okay.
So
Fair
I
enough.
went a different route in the arcade that I've been building in the basement. I've been seeing videos, and everybody knows I'm a tinkerer. I picked up what they call a BC250, which is a
Interesting.
mining card
Yeah.
that is basically a rejected PS5. And I put CashieOS, which is like Bazite but faster.
Interesting.
And I 3D printed a case. I bought a bunch of fans. I tweaked the heating element and everything because I watched a bunch of videos. Next, I need to, like, the week after I got it, they unlocked someone figured out how to unlock the rest of the cores. So it's basically a PS5 with its toe stubbed. And yeah, that's what I'm running in the basement. And I was running like God of War at like 50 degrees on the CPU,
Not bad.
like in the basement. So, and yeah, and the basement's almost done. So hopefully by the end of this month, you guys will get pictures in the group, and it's gonna look really cool.
Awesome. The so this does serve some purpose.
It does.
And I know you guys are a tech household, man.
The problem is that it's just the RAM apocalypse. Like RAM and even SSDs are just ridiculous. So even if they wanted to ship a bare bones box, realistically, to sell it at cost, it'd be like $750. And like they're trying to do it at cost. They're not trying to make account. They said immediately yesterday they're not trying to make a council. They're trying to make something for people that are not going to go build their own.
Sure.
More specifically,
Yeah.
they can't afford to
Yeah, they
build their
can.
own.
Yeah.
So as somebody who has now rebuilt my son's computer recently,
Yep.
that cost was not astronomical, but it was not small either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Steam Machine is so far out of reach for most households because of what is going on with generative AI and these
ridiculous.
data centers,
Yeah.
which I could talk about until I'm blue in the face, but I won't because that is not what this podcast is. But
There's another
the
podcast.
there's another podcast for that, that's right, where I yell a lot. But the Steam Machine's pricing is about exactly where I thought it was going to be. And,
Okay.
you know, Mike, my partner Mike, spoke to Ars Technica about the conversation that he and I had about where we thought the component pricing was going to put the Steam Machine. So it's exactly where we thought it was going to be. It just sucks.
Yeah.
Because the people that could use this as their on-ramp into PC gaming, it's out of reach.
Yeah.
The cost of living has just created this gap in between what is possible and what is not.
We did get a comment, I think, on my personal stream or on the EFG one. I'm not really sure. But it's from Gunnar, a good friend of mine, and Linda's from the LARP community. Gunnar says, to be honest, it sounds like a lot of money that could be better spent building a mid-sized gaming PC or upgrading a present one if you can do the build yourself and have previous components. And yeah, I think that's... and then also they said, Amanda's absolutely right. Which, Gunnar, welcome to our world. We're used to Amanda being right. But it is... Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where, if you had that money... especially if you had some of the previous components, it probably would be better to kind of piecemeal something that is not quite this thing. With that said, it exists, and it will be around for a while, so who knows? If
I'll let
we
you all
do-
know what
we-
it's
you know,
like.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be interested to see what it's like. I'm interested to see what its like actual size is, like in comparison to other stuff. Like
It's pretty
IGN.
small.
IGN had a picture with a banana on it for scale, but like that's more of a meme to me. I really want to see like what it looks like next to a television or something like that. Amanda will
Linus
tell
Tech
us.
I watched the video with Linus Tech Tips, and he's sponsored by D-Brand all the time. They made a companion cube skin,
Okay.
and it looks amazing. But like, it's literally this big. It's like a double
Yeah.
tissue box, maybe. So yeah.
Gunnar also saying they'd like to know how it does in comparison to a Steam Deck, which is absolutely another thing that Mando will be able to answer
I will
for us.
let
So
you know.
we'll know more when the time comes.
Yeah. We're on the list, so we're just waiting for our reservation to pop.
Yeah,
Essentially.
it's really interesting what they've done as far as like ignoring everything else. The way they're handling getting units and to people, I've actually heard a lot of talk in the nerd space just about how they're handling it because they think maybe other companies should follow suit.
Well, what
Because this
happened
actually
with the
seems kind of
controller?
fair.
Yeah.
So
my controller invite is coming in September,
Yeah.
even though people are getting pushed out to next year.
So essentially, everybody gets to really anybody that wants to can kind of hop onto the mailing list, right? You can get into the list, and then they are going to do what they're calling like a one-time randomization, where they're essentially going to put that list in order, and determine who's in line and where they appear in line. And I think that is fascinating. Basically, you're going to get an email you've signed up already, you're going to get an email that says, kind of where you are in line. And I think, man, I really wish that might solve problems like Magic's Secret Lair
I
or
will
Pokemon
say-
cards.
A lot of places are going it. That's how you get Savannah Banana tickets. You enter a lottery, and if you're chosen, you're chosen. If you're not, you're not. For example, they're coming to Detroit in September, and we got tickets, but my neighbors across the street did not, and we signed up the same day.
Yeah.
I think that's actually the fairest way to do it. So people who are chronically online aren't always going to be the ones that are able to get stuff like this.
Yeah.
It's true.
So that is the Steam machine. We'll know more as the time gets closer. It is, this is one of those products that's not for everybody. It's going to be hard for us to recommend universally, but it's going to find its way onto our resource pages because it exists. Next, couple extra things that I wanted to talk about. Number one, September 24th, 2026, we're getting a Garfield 3D platformer, everybody. And
Interesting.
This is why the main reason I bring this up is, number one, my recent high school graduate son is probably the biggest Garfield fan on earth, I think. And so he saw this and lost his mind. And so we will have a review for this very quickly.
Has he watched the 90s cartoon? Because that's the best Garfield.
He has, in fact.
Garfield and
He has like a shrine.
That's adorable. I love that.
And
I love that he snuck Garfield onto the stage for graduation.
And he snuck a Garfield.
That was pretty great.
With its own graduation hat. He made that Garfield a graduation hat, and while he was turning his tassel, he then stopped and turned Garfield's tassel as well. He's dedicated to the bit here, everybody. So it's called Garfield Escape from Monday, and it's everything that you would imagine. It's basically, this feels like an early 2000s PS2 3D platformer just with Garfield. And it is great. It's coming out. It's all it needs to be. It's coming out September 24th, 2026. You can look for it. There's some trailers on YouTube. This is one of those games that's going to get covered because it's Garfield, and Garfield has reasonable SEO. But here, it's because we have a true fan on staff, so we've got to mess around. Last bit of news before we can move into the other stuff. We got, during Summer Game Fest, a huge deep dive into Marvel's Wolverine from Insomniac. And by a deep dive, I mean kind of a deep dive into a lot of people's viscera, because he was murdering people with them claws. Now, Wolverine do be murdering people with those claws. That is his thing. He's always done that. He's never been for the kids, in spite of the fact that kids have always loved him. And so I was very put off by how violent it was. I am an adult. I don't mind violence in my games. There was something about this that was just too much. However, and I said last time on the podcast, man, I really hope they give us the ability to turn that off. And I'm happy to report that there is, in fact, going to be an accessibility setting that was built in from the beginning of development. I wish I could say I could take credit for it, but if I did take credit for it, it would be a lot of unsafe and unfair working conditions that would have had to happen in order for them to put that in the last week or two. So we'll let it slide this time. So they are apparently going to. There will be a accessibility slider that will remove and obfuscate a lot of the blood, guts, and gore, and make it more of a Spider-Man-y kind of experience as opposed to Mortal Kombat, the action game. What do we think about that?
I really like that you can dial it down.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can technically dial down the gore in Mortal Kombat as well, but what's the point?
I feel, yeah, I mean, I feel like Mortal Kombat is one where it's like, man, why? But, like, you can take the gore down in Elden Ring, and I
True.
think that actually is really useful. Like, there are some games where it's like, if the violence isn't the point, I like to be able to remove it. Mortal Kombat,
Absolutely.
it's like, it's the thing, right? Like, you're not
you-
playing Mortal Kombat.
It's the bit.
And
Yeah, you're
the
not playing. Oh, go ahead.
in the WWE games, you got to turn the blood on. It's off by default.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The that makes sense actually. I was wondering, you know what? I was wondering why I hadn't seen anybody get busted open in my nephew's playthroughs of that, because he goes nuts. But I always appreciate it. It's one of the first questions I ask with, Linda and Amanda have both been there when I've talked to indie developers at conventions. Like, one of the first things I ask is, hey, is it, can you turn this blood off? Is it optional? And I always come away a little bit disappointed when you can't. So, but I get it. It's more development time. It's complicated.
It is.
Making games is magic and wizardry.
It is.
But I can be a little sad. Linda, does this make you a little bit more likely to go ahead and have this one in your house?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That definitely impacts it.
Yeah. Same here. So the Gunnar made the joke here. The after 9 p.m. setting. Exactly.
Real.
So those are some of the big news beats for us. If you, we did actually have a really big Disney Lorcana set reveal that happened today. If you head over to the Engage Family Gaming Facebook page, I posted a bunch of card images, and man, it is. There's some really neat stuff, including now, because we did have Winnie the Pooh, who was a honey wizard. Now we have Christopher Robin, who is now also a honey wizard. So the whole 100 Acre Wood gang is D&Ding it up, including Tigger's a barbarian, everybody, canonically. So
Well, yeah.
just be ready for that. So definitely...
It was that or a bard?
No, somebody else is going to be the bard, but he is, in fact, a barbarian. So definitely take a look at the Facebook page, because that is more of a visual thing, and I posted a lot of pictures earlier on today, and they will come out as spoiler season continues. That set's coming out in mid-July. So November 19th, that is GTA 6 day. Am I wrong, Amanda?
No, I think that's GTA 6 Day.
Yeah, it's at this point, they've delayed it a few times. At this point, they're not going to move that. Right? Okay. It would take something crazy, and I don't think that something crazy is going to happen. So November 19th is the day of reckoning, and GTA 6 is coming out. I know this week pre-orders are coming out. They have not shown us gameplay yet, so we don't really know. Is that weird that they're doing pre-orders without showing us even anything?
No.
Not
for
the
GTA.
Yeah, I was
with
gonna
any
say,
other game, maybe, but like
the name alone is enough.
I can
to
imagine
sell it.
what's in this game, and I haven't even played it.
Well,
I mean,
here's what's...
I haven't played the previous ones. Of course.
Yeah, but so here's what's interesting about that. I can imagine what's in it, and you haven't played it. And I'm only going to say this. This is something that is interesting, and because I have a lot of parents ask me about GTA. Like, we have a review of GTA 5 on EngageFamilyGaming.com. It was reviewed back when it originally came out a billion years ago, and we reviewed it because it's relevant to parents. Like, what is in this thing? And I get asked, and it still gets traffic. And some of that is the size of the game, but otherwise there are still people interested in trying to figure it out. There's a lot of parents that think Grand Theft Auto is just a shooter, and that's all it is. And they make that assumption, and the reality is it is so much more than that. There's a lot of stuff in it, and so I've had to have that discussion with a lot of parents who are like, oh, well, I let my kid play Call of Duty, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, that covers the gun stuff, kinda. So it'll be interesting as this thing comes out, and we will have information about what's in it and its content, etc. After release. We obviously won't be getting a pre-release copy of that one. I don't think we're high on their prio list.
Nope.
But if anybody gets review copies, I think there's even talking about them just setting it out without reviews because they don't want spoilers. So What I thought we would do, because none of us are particularly thrilled for this game. It's not like high on our priority list, or at least not at the top. What I thought we would do is go around and talk a little bit about what we're gonna do instead of playing Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 19th. And Linda, you missed last week, and I made you do like stand-up sit-downs to go find some stuff because you went and found some show and tell.
I did.
I'm guessing that outside of your Elden Ring playthrough, you'll be on like playthrough 7 or 8 by the time this comes out, obviously.
Amazing.
Clearly.
But I'm guessing
She's
you have
going
some
for that
board
no
games.
damage run.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen.
Impressive.
I heard she's working on her speed run so she can get into next year's SGDQ. Because it's in Minnesota. It's not that far. So Linda, I'm guessing that you have some board games that you'd like to show us
I
that you might be
do.
playing.
Yes, as we were preparing, I was definitely bouncing around the room, pulling a few things. I have 3 that I pulled, and I have 3 more that I don't own, but I can mention if I'm not going too lengthy on my sharing.
I will keep us watching.
Yes. So, since Grand Theft Auto has at least the historic ones have had some car racing elements. And I
Oh,
would
there's
say
definitely
racing
car stuff in
like,
this.
like there's definitely car stuff. So my thinking was, well, I don't have a lot of car games. There's more out there, but I only have one. But I'm thinking transportation. So I grabbed some transportation themed games that I'd rather play instead of Grand Theft Auto 6. So the first one, it's been a while since this came to the table, but Pan Am.
Oh, Pan Am.
So
That's a
good.
stellar game.
It's so good. Yeah. This is a little. This has a lot going on with it. Really, it's been a while since you played it, but there's different things you can do on your turn. You're collecting. You're trying to get different aircrafts. It's such a good game.
It is very Ticket to Ride,
It is
but
very Ticket to
make
Ride.
it airplanes
Yeah.
with a really awesome mid-century aesthetic.
yeah.
Man.
Definitely.
I mean, mid-which century? That mid-century probably isn't going to mean much in a couple of years, but
Oh
you
gosh.
get the idea.
Let's
Why
not go
would
there
you
yet.
say that?
But this
Because
is like think the
intrusive
era
thoughts,
of when you
man.
would wear like white gloves on a plane, like as
Yeah.
the yeah. I'm going to ignore what he just said because I don't want to think about that.
No existential crises on the
Oh,
podcast tonight.
no.
No existential crises, I guess. No existential crises on the podcast is. Let's just put that on a T-shirt.
There you go.
All right. So yeah, listen. I would love to play Pan Am. Let's put that on the calendar.
So let's book it. Come over to my house. We'll play this instead. So that is
Sure.
definitely one I want to play. Speaking of Ticket to Ride, that's in the pile as well because, of course, Ticket to Ride. And just so people know
good.
out there watching this, if the cover looks different than what you're seeing in the stores now, they did update it. So this is an older version that I own. They have updated the game, the cover art, some of the interior art, some of the the game is still the same, but they did do some updates. So
Yep.
it does look a little different. But this I would definitely love to play. And we talked so much about Ticket to Ride. And then the one car game I do own, it's been a while. This needs to come off the shelf again.
You love a Restoration Games classic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a good one.
This is so good, and I do have I forgot to grab that, but there is also an expansion with other tracks that I also have. So we could definitely have all kinds of car games that is family friendly and not dealing with all the shenanigans of Grand Theft Auto 6.
I am very confident that Grand Theft Auto 6 will have both planes and trains and race cars. So I think you're getting it covered. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure you'll be able to fly a plane. I can't imagine that there won't be a train in Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, I would be like, right? There's got to be a train in there somewhere.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Crossing.
Yeah, there's got to
Yeah,
be some
train
trains.
crossing, something.
Yeah, there's got to
There'll
be a
be
train
something.
somewhere.
I mean, transportation, it goes across. I have a few others that I don't own yet, but I know at least one person on this podcast owns
Tell
one
us.
of them. Hot Streak.
Yep.
Can you?
I love Hot Streak.
Like, that
It's so
is on my
good.
list, like, to try
It-
to get to play.
Between this and I can't reach it without reaching, we also have Dragon Derby, which is also transportation because you're riding dragons.
Dragons.
They are our most played games. What's great about this game is my 4-year-old plays this game.
Love that.
She has no strategy, but she plays it.
It's okay. She
I mean,
can be
hey,
a
that's
chaos
what we like to
goblin.
see. Awesome. So those are some board games,
great
some
board
transportation themed board games.
Yep.
If you want to not steal cars or trains or planes and just play with them in a board game setting, those will be great replacements. Amanda, what are
Yeah.
you going to be doing on November 19th instead of playing Grand Theft Auto 6?
Well, I will probably be working, more than likely.
Okay, can you be
But when
fun
I'm
for
not
just a
working,
second? Because I'll probably be working too.
fair enough. You and I will be in the pain box together.
I mean, November
Terms of,
19th is a Thursday, so I will be working.
yeah, for all of us, this was just a Thursday. More than likely, and I do mean this genuinely, the only game that's tough enough and brave enough to take on Grand Theft Auto is the new Barbie game.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
do you know what I'm going to be playing? The new Barbie game.
You're gonna be playing Barbie Rewind.
I'm going to be playing Barbie Rewind and enjoying the ever-loving heck out of it. Because you know what? I was a Barbie girl growing up. I was. And I have no shame about that. I love dressing up Barbies. If my daughter had been into Barbies, that would have been the greatest thing. She wasn't, and that's okay too. But Barbies are dope. So I will be playing Barbie.
Are you gonna get the? Here's my question: are you gonna be getting the deluxe edition that includes a Barbie Rewind doll?
More than likely, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to.
So this is going to be coming to Switch and PS5. There is both a standard and deluxe edition. Good news for the regular edition. This is a budget game. It's $30, and it is there's 16 classic games. So this is like one of those classic collections that's bringing back some of the older stuff because Barbie is, I don't want to say it's a storied franchise, but there are a lot of Barbie games. They have tried to make Barbie games happen for a very long time. For good reason, right? It's a popular brand. Everybody, there are countless fans across multiple generations. And so this thing, there have been Barbie games dating back to like the Commodore 64. So like this thing is been around. So there's 16 games that are all being kind of remastered, brought together, and it's from Digital Eclipse. A lot of people who listen to this don't know necessarily who Digital Eclipse is. That's okay. Digital Eclipse is a company that specializes in making collections of older games and really turning it into a new experience. So that is, this is pretty, I think it's pretty awesome. One of the core game modes is building a house. It's like very Sims, very cozy house building, only it's very Barbie themed, so everything is hella Malibu pink.
I'm in.
My God,
listen,
nostalgia is going hard on this. I may have to take a break
Heck
from
yeah.
Elden
Are you
Ring
going to
and get
join me
this.
in Barbie?
I might be joining you in
Barbie! Heck
Listen,
yeah.
I'm an 80s girl. Like, this is very nostalgic.
I am a 90s girly, so like it's cool, but yeah, Barbie.
Yes.
Listen, we love it. So, like I said, 16 games, and it's on Switch and PS5. Where's the Xbox love here, guys? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. This will run fine on your Switch or Switch 2, everybody. And it's only $30 for the standard edition. That's not bad. Jeff, what about you? You got anything in mind that you're gonna play instead of Grand Theft Auto 6?
So I was thinking about what games were coming out around that time, and I want to take the easy way out and say I believe the new Legend of Zelda will be coming out that time, but that's the easy way. We talked about that last week. I don't think there's really much more to talk about with that at the point because we don't know much. So I am going to go with a game that comes out the month before, but there's a lot of games in this compilation as well, and it is also made by Digital Eclipse. And that is the Toy Story Retro Roundup.
We're just kicking it with old games.
Yeah.
So
That's what
so
Digital
far.
Eclipse is there for.
Toy Story on SNES was my jam. Now, never
It was
got
a
very
good
far
game.
because that game is hard. I could
It
get
is
to
hacking hard.
the Buzz Lightyear fight under the car outside the pizza planet. That's about as far as I could ever get. It also has Toy Story 2 on the PlayStation 1 is a great game. And then I never played it, but I watched the show. They have Buzz Lightyear of Star Command.
Wow.
I am glad that
Nice.
show is getting some love because that show is great. Disney still has not put it out on Disney Plus.
How rude.
It is
Extremely
rude.
rude.
You know what's kind of interesting? Looking at the list of games on this Toy Story Retro Roundup,
Yeah, there is one of these things is not like the other.
there's a bug. They're just putting the PS1 Bugs Life game on there. They're like, here, check it out, guys. You know what? Listen, Digital Eclipse got the rights, and their lawyers were like, hey, you know, like this came in. Do we want to just do it? And they were like, sure, why not? So
And also, I
This-
think on the same day, they're also putting out the Toy Story 3 video game remaster.
yes, I believe so. If it's not the same day, it's very, very close. Nope, October 15th, Toy Story 3 Complete Edition and Toy Story Retro Roundup. So, yeah, listen, I love the idea of kicking it old school and just kind of enjoying our youth nostalgically. John, what about you? What are you going to do?
So
On
I want to
November
be a
19th.
cool kid and I want to fit into. So part of my arcade, I bought some trackballs. And there's another Digital Eclipse game that uses trackballs.
Okay.
The Golden Tee
I
Collection.
was gonna say the golf.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The
Listen.
golf clap. The golf clap. Thank you,
That's
Steve.
very nice.
I mean, the Golden Man, listen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure our local bowling alley growing up had that game. And
It also
so
has the bowling game in it too. So it's all the Golden Tees and the bowling spin-off by the same company.
Digital Eclipse is just killing it lately.
Killing it.
They have.
They
Also
had the
just
Mortal
came
Kombat
out with
one.
the Rugrat collection.
Yep.
I was a Rugrat kid growing up.
I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Why weren't you allowed to watch Rugrats? What was about
Because my
what
brother
was-
used to get really like super hype, and he would just kind of like act out all the nonsense that we would watch on television. So my
Oh.
parents gave us a blanket
Valid.
rule that we weren't allowed to watch The Simpsons or Rugrats.
Those are
Well-
two widely different games.
They
Yeah, I
are.
mean, I kind of understand The Simpsons, but Rugrats, like that was just. I feel like that was just kind of arbitrary. But hey,
It has the. I will just say that Rugrats PS1 game, one is the hardest games you'll ever play. Like, it is difficult.
can we? Speaking of Rugrats, can we talk about how hard the soundtrack for the Rugrats movie went? My
Yeah,
God,
seriously.
that
You know-
soundtrack, probably album of the year that year.
I'm gonna get you. I did not realize till years later that that was not originally a Rugrats song.
Wow. Well, listen, you know what? We all, we all have moments. So
We ran through that orange VHS tape.
yeah,
Played it so many times.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, it's so great. All right, so full disclosure, I will be playing it. Probably not right away. It won't be my highest priority, but somebody has to do it for work here so that we can talk about what's in it from our perspective, because I don't suspect that there will be too many people talking about it from our end. However, I do want to talk about a couple of things that are coming out that I will probably at the very least prefer to be playing. And I think the first of them, I'm also kicking it back a month prior, and that is Castlevania Belmont's Curse
Yes.
is coming out on October 15th.
So good. So good.
And that looks so freaking amazing.
That looks sick, yeah.
Oh, man. You get to play as a Belmont running through France. Get to beat up like a cursed version of like Joan of Arc. It's animated.
Kind of dope.
Man, every part of it just looks amazing. This is, it is being described as like the perfect Halloween game, and that's true. But like, I'm gonna be playing it well after that because I'm bad at games, so it's definitely not a game I'm gonna beat by October. With that said, I'm also looking forward to Final Fantasy Resonance.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Final
I'm
Fantasy-
excited for you guys.
You're excited for us? Do you?
I
I
am.
mean, okay, that's fair. So, Final Fantasy Resonance is a HD 2D Final Fantasy game that is a remake. Remakes the wrong word. It takes Brave Exvius, puts it into a different package. I just think it looks cool. And I'm hoping that I can summon Orin and equip him like a persona. But
Not
What will-
Titus?
I mean,
Titus?
I'm confident that Tidus will be there. I'm
I'm hoping
for
for
Orin.
Vivi.
I don't know, man. It depends. I don't know. They were all in the mobile game, but if I were to, but more likely than not, and this is the last one that I'll mention on the video game side before I actually have my own show and tell. The week before Metaphor ReFantasio finds itself on the Switch 2 on November 12th. And so that's another one that, I think Amanda has suggested it to me, I think 150 times.
So good.
Maybe even more.
You
I
know
don't
what?
know.
I wouldn't put it past me. I just wouldn't.
When Amanda likes something, she is not afraid to let people know about
That's
it.
true. Yeah.
Especially if she's confident that those people will like said same thing. So that is Metaphor ReFantasio. It's from the Persona folks. And that is, interestingly enough, is rated T, which caught
is.
all of us by surprise
Yeah.
when it came out, before it came out, because we were like, wait a minute, it's made by the Persona people and it's not crazy. So we'll be looking at that. I do have some show and tell though. I have a collectible card game that is not Magic, not Pokemon, not Cookie Run Bravers, nor is it Disney Lorcana. And I don't think anybody in this room even knows what I am talking about. But there's a new My Little Pony collectible card game, everybody.
What? And you didn't immediately text me? Dead to me.
I forgot. So
Not actually dead to me.
But I also wanted
That's
to wait.
so cool.
I also wanted to wait until I could show you live.
Oh, so you could see my face.
So I
Okay.
can see-
Yeah,
this is.
yeah.
I
Fair enough.
wanted.
You're a good friend.
This is.
You're a good
so,
friend.
Good save.
As you can imagine, the first two that I bought were Rarity and Pinkie Pie. There
Those are
is
the correct
a.
options.
Anybody else surprised that the first one I bought was really, I bought the Rarity one and then I had to pick the other one, so I picked Pinkie Pie. So this is a trading card game. It is not a reprint. It is not a, there have been a few other My Little Pony Friendship is Magic themed collectible card games before. This is a brand new thing, and it is, it's called Friendships Begin is the name of the set. And it's really awesome looking. Here's the thing. Do I know if it is fun? No, I actually have not even opened these yet. But I have looked at some of the gameplay, and more importantly, I've looked at some of the card art. And I would encourage everybody to go take a look, because the art on the cards is crazy.
Oh,
Good.
need.
The idea is you are attempting to complete a story. So you are playing out a story that's out there in 5 parts, and you are trying to complete the story, and your opponent is kind of trying to put things in the way while you are trying to create it. So it's, not combative, you're not fighting, you are, just trying to prevent them from achieving
exciting.
their goals, which is very cute, very fun.
It's like Hoagie.
And you can see maybe a little bit some of the cards
Oh my
when I put this up to
gosh.
my camera.
I
There
love
we go.
them.
Those are like actual card
Oh.
art.
That's really
Big,
cute.
bold colors. The golds are gold. The pinks are pink. The purple are purple, etc., etc. I'm a big fan. We'll have pictures up on the Facebook page once I open them and take a look at them. So, and so I will hopefully be doing that because there are 3 more theme decks that are releasing right now. Obviously, one for there are 6. So there are 4 more because one for each of the main 6. So I can't not get the other 4 at some point, right? So anybody else have anything that they think they might be that they are excited for later on this year that they might be playing instead of Grand Theft Auto 6?
No, it's just Barbie for me.
It's just Barbie for you?
It's just Barbie.
You know what? That's fair.
Just playing in the arcade. Right now, I found out, I found an open source rock band, open source DDR, and then I have that fight table is fully built. I'll send you guys a picture. I have a really cool sticker top that I put on it that makes it look really cool, and it's mounted on a standing desk, so you could stand up and fight or sit down and fight with the fight sticks. Yeah, the
All right.
arcade's going to be pretty amazing.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see it all.
Yeah.
Guys, we did it.
We
I
did
think, we're wrapping up a little early today, but I think that's okay because I just realized I did not eat dinner yet. Everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed recording. These are just some of the cool games that we'll be playing and will be available for you and your family to play instead of Grand Theft Auto 6. As the rest of the year takes shape, we'll surely be talking about it, like in 2 weeks when we come back for another episode of the Engage Family Gaming Podcast. So, everybody have a great night, and until next time, don't forget to get your family game on. We'll see y'all soon. Bye now.
Bye.
Yeah, for real, I did completely